What's poppin'? Welcome back to DBP Reloaded. You see what's on the screen here. This right here. Like I said, I'm gonna do my top basketball games video. We coming soon, man. I'm gonna do that. You know what I'm saying? So just stay tuned for that. I'm gonna cut it up and everything like that, and do the edits, do all that. It's gonna take me a minute to do that, but we are on NBA 2K2 PS2, the classic. If not my favorite basketball game of all time, one of my favorites. Obviously, I gotta mute this music. I can't play this. I reviewed the Dreamcast version, you know what I'm saying? But this is the one though. This is the one. This is one of the best videos. I love this intro video, the raps and everything. I don't know. I know Jermaine Dupri on the ad libs. I just don't know who's rapping on the song. I don't know who's rapping. He doing his thing. You know what I'm saying? I'm quite sure I can find out with ease, but this is one of the best intro videos, period. This game all around was fire, point blank, period. For real. Classic. And yeah, we going against the Hornets again. I lost twice. You know what I'm saying? Actually, 3 times. I got beaten the Live 95 Retro, okay, against the Hornets. The fake Muggsy was cooking me then. Lost in 06 and 07. I'm like, no, we about to go against the Hornets again, so we not even going to go through all that. But this, fire. Fire, you know what I'm saying? The beat you hear now, you know what I'm saying, is something. Listen, I'm new to beat making. I had to have my homeboy Lance help me with that, so we co-produced that, you know what I'm saying? So it's the Midwest World thing. But like I said, I'm new to the producing thing, so I gotta brush up, you know what I mean? But that's what you're hearing right now. So salute to Lance. Make sure you sub this channel, man. That's my dog, man. He be handling business, man, straight up. So make sure you sub to him, you know what I mean? So let me go ahead and mute this music. I shouldn't have no problems with it, but I don't even want to deal with it. You know what I mean? I don't even want to deal with it, man, to be honest with you. Let me go ahead, don't even want to deal with it. Don't even want to deal with it, you know what I'm saying? All right, so let me go ahead and mute this joint right quick here. All right, so we're going to leave all that there. Okay, game. Now, like I said before, I'm not a big fan of this menu layout. Never have been a big fan of this menu layout at all. Not even gonna lie to y'all. We're gonna leave it on. We're gonna do pro. Leave it on pro. But I don't like this menu layout. Never have. You know what I'm saying? It gets the job done, but man, this menu layout is not for me. I like once they got the 2K3 and everything, their menu layout was official. Now let's get to the modes here. All right, we got everything set we wanted. I still gotta set the cameras up in game. So you got everything here. You got franchise, playoffs, season. You got the tourneys, same things, playoffs though. I mean, whatever. Practice. You got the street mode. You know what I'm saying? You got your fantasy draft. You got your customize. You create players. I believe you create a team too. Yep, team create, all that good stuff, man. So you got everything you need. Mind you, this came out in 2001. So you got all of this in '01. These modes is official. You got everything. You got everything. So we talking about you can go, high nines with this. High nines. You got everything you need here. Everything. You know what I'm saying? The menu, not the greatest menu in the world, but I mean, it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. I mean, but I'm not, that 2K menu setup was not my style from, you know what I mean? But it gets the job done, man. But everything is here. Like I said, online, it's not available with this, you know what I'm saying? But like I said before, let me see. How do you even do the online joint? I know online play not on this. Am I tripping? Is online not available for this? I guess not. I don't know. Well, never mind. Just forget what I was about to say there. All right. So let's get to it, man. We gonna face Charlotte. I was getting cooked by the Hornets past few games, so I want my. Dang, they good too. All right. He is kind of alright, but we gotta we about the same. You know what I mean? So yeah, let's get to it. Let's get to it. Classic game, man. Classic game, yo. Like straight up, man. I mean, this here is like, this is the optimal way to play 2K2. If you got the Dreamcast version, nothing wrong with the Dreamcast version. I'm not saying it is, but this one is just the more polished version. They cleaned it. It's just everything about this game is better on here. You know what I'm saying? Gameplay and everything is just better on with this title here. You know what I mean? We gotta change that camera immediately ASAP. You know what I mean? Let's see. Side. Let's see. Zoom out. Yeah, gonna put that height up a little bit. Yeah, we go right there with that. I'm good right there. All right. Saying, but this game here, fire. Okay. Fire. Game. I mean, the graphics here. You know, the graphics. I'm gonna be real. The graphics is not all that, but I thought the graphics was cold. This is the first you know, it's the first game I had on the GameCube. To be honest, you know what I'm saying? So it was 2K2. You know what I mean? So I mean, these graphics to me, yeah, they not all of that, but they're serviceable. I say the graphics. Ah, ah. Let me get that. I say the graphics is these graphics. What? Chuck Atkinson with that thing. Now look at that. Ugh. I say these graphics for this time. They're in the eights. They're in the eights. You know what I'm saying? They're in the eights. They definitely in the eights. I say mid eights for this. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you know, you gotta understand. In 2002, I mean, this looked official, but let's see, Live 02, 2K. Now compared to Live 02, though, I mean, you could debate Live 02 look better than this on PS2. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna sit there and front on it like, you know, that's not a possibility here. I mean, you know, it's debatable, but I say the graphics. I'm gonna say it's in the eights. I say probably like low eights, man. To be honest, you know what I'm saying? Not the most realistic looking graphics in the world. Gameplay, we talking about a 9 here, easy. The gameplay is so smooth. Let me get that. Let me get that stack. Ah, okay, Big Ben. There you go. But the gameplay is a 9, easy. You know what I'm saying? At minimum a 9. This is some smooth. This is some of the best gameplay you're getting on the PS2. Straight up, as far as a basketball game. Some of the best gameplay you get, straight up. I will even say it's over. I mean, it's very responsive, fluid. You know what I'm saying? It's no stiffness really. I mean, the players move somewhat stiff, but I mean the game it's just fluid though. You know what I'm saying? Like even though the animations isn't like they got like a robotic run to them a little bit. The gameplay is still buttery smooth though. This game is fire. So I mean, I'm gonna say the gameplay at minimum a 9. At minimum a 9. Presentation. Look, the presentation is cool. Like 2K presentation really didn't like, you know, as far as like, it's good. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna sit there and tell y'all this is the illest presentation you ever gonna see. You know what I mean? But they stepped it up with 2K3 once they was able to get a license. You've seen what they can do with it. But their presentation, I'm gonna say mid-H the presentation. You know what I'm saying? The 2K Sports is fine. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I'm gonna say mid-H the presentation is fire. You know what I'm saying? But the key points of this game is the modes and the gameplay. The gameplay is a 9. All right, the gameplay is a 9. You can go over a 9, really, but I'm gonna say a 9 at minimum. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna say low 9, low 9. I'm gonna say low 9, right? Moles 9.5. Let's go, Cliff. Let's go, Let's go, Uncle Cliff. Okay. Moles 9.5. The graphics, I'm gonna say low 8. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna say this game look all that. You know what I mean? But it's definitely dope. You know what I mean? Presentation, say mid 8. You know what I'm saying? So for me, this game, this is like this like, man, if the Switch, like I said before with 2K, if the Switch decided to come out, if 2K was just to use this engine and obviously updated some, you know, have it running 60 and all that, you know, obviously updated with modern touches, with you know, as far as like with 2K, let's say if they did like they 2K series, let's say if they did this, right? They use this, right? This particular engine, right? Obviously updated. You want it to look better and everything like that. But with the accessories, with the players, you add a little more in the background, and then you have every mode you have available that's in the Xbox Series version. I think that'd be like the best basketball game ever. I'm serious. This game is that official to me. You know what I'm saying? Like, so yeah, they presentation might be all right. It's not all of that. The presentation, I can admit that. Let me get that. Dang. Presentation, not all of that. You know what I'm saying? The graphics is not all of that. But the key points of this is the modes and the gameplay, and it's the truth. You know what I'm saying? So I would say this game, you know, for me personally, I think this game at least deserves a 9 rating, at least a 9. You know what I'm saying? It's my personal. Now I know it's not the greatest basketball. Overall, it's not the greatest basketball game in the world. I know it's not, but for my personal preference, this is probably my favorite. That this between this and College Hoops 2K8 is my favorite basketball game of all time. You know what I'm saying? Period. You know what I mean? I love this game. I think it's a great balance. I think the game is perfectly balanced. I mean, everything about for me, like it's perfect balance for basketball. This game is fire. You know what I'm saying? And I could just roll with this engine forever. You know what I'm saying? So for me, at least, you know what I mean. Obviously, you want new animations and things like this. Mind you, this is '01. You know what I mean? So even if they did, use this engine for like the Switch, put new dunks in there, new animations. You know what I mean? Things like that. But this engine to me is like this just to me like this this is one of the best basketball games ever made in my opinion. You know what I'm saying? This is my opinion. I know there's gonna be, and that's an opinion. I know that's gonna probably set off a few people like, are you crazy? Like, you know what I mean? Like, this can't be. I feel like it is though. You know, I feel like it is. So this game for me, I give this game at least a 9. At least a 9. At least. You know what I mean? The reason why I say that because like I said, the presentation is not all of that. You got to put all that, take that. Nice shot. You got to include all that, the presentation and everything. The graphics is not all that, but everything. The key parts is scores very high. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is. Imagine if this had the ESPN license. Imagine if this had the ESPN license. You know what I'm saying? Things like that. But hey, this game, like I said, one of the best. I thought, what's crazy? I thought I reviewed this specific title. You know what I mean? I reviewed the Dreamcast one, you know what I'm saying? But I thought I reviewed this one. You know what I did? I messed around and deleted it. That's why. That's why. And it was the Xbox. I had reviewed it on the Xbox, all right? And I meant to put it up and I ended up losing it. And I accidentally deleted it when I was clearing out some things, you know what I'm saying? And once I did that, it was gone. Because then once I hit the recycle bin, I cleared out the recycle bin to free up space, and it was gone at that point. So I did review this on the Xbox, you know what I mean? But I ended up accidentally deleting it. So that's pretty much what happened. That's why I thought I reviewed this joint, you know what I'm saying? But I accidentally deleted it. But I'm playing the PS2 version because I'm about to be going through and playing some PS2 games and stuff like that. I got to do my Def Jam series, you know what I mean, things like that. I got to continue my N1, you know what I'm saying. So all that's on PS2, and we about to start hitting them college football soon, you know what I'm saying. We about to go online on those, and then I'm gonna start going back and hitting up the rest of them 2Ks, and Madden. So we like I said, unlimited content, you know what I mean. But I've been trying to mix it up a little bit. But we about to start getting back to it, getting back to the regularly scheduled program with the sports. You know what I mean? And still implementing the other type of games in between that. But we about to get back to and knocking down those Maddens and those 2Ks. So stay tuned for that. We about to definitely get back on cue with that. You know what I mean? But this here, I mean, this basketball game means a lot to me. You know what I'm saying? Like uh, you know, when the GameCube was the first system I bought with my own dough. Well, no, that's not true. Cause when I had a paper route back when I was a kid, I'm trying to think. But the GameCube was the first system I bought. Right? I went out and just purchased a GameCube, and it was 2K2. I bought that with 2K2. Right? I bought it with 2K2, and that maybe that's the reason why I feel that way, why I'm attached to this specific game. You know what I'm saying? Because I remember I went, got my check, you know what I'm saying, my first big check. I saved up some money, and then I saved up enough to get it because they had the GameCube on sale, and then the 2K2, you know what I mean? I forgot how much 2K2 was. I think it was $50 at the time, and the GameCube was on sale for like $50 off, I believe. I'm trying to remember. I was like '01, and I rode the bus, went to the mall, you know what I mean? Went to GameStop when they was popping. They was popping. I think it was called Electronics Boutique at the time, because GameStop they bought Electronics Boutique and GameStop was like one of the same. You know what I'm saying? They was under the same umbrella, and I think GameStop eventually bought them out. But I believe it was called Electronics Boutique at the time when I did count this, right? And I bought this, man. I bought this, And I'm like, man, this game right here, man, it's fire. I still got you know, 2K2 on the GameCube. I might actually play those for you on the GameCube. You know what I'm saying? Play the basketball games on the GameCube. They're gonna be that's a gameplay sector situation since I already reviewed it, but I might play them in the GameCube. You know what I'm saying? Because I gotta hit them wrestling titles. And once we do wrestling, oh man, I got a lot of wrestling games. I don't have every wrestling game in the world. There's so many. You know what I mean? It's so many. I can't listen. I can try, but it's so many wrestling games. You know what I mean? But I got a nice amount of them though. You know what I mean? But yeah, so this game here, man, one of the best basketball games ever to me, point blank period. It's always gonna sit like at number one and number two. Well, number one and number two. I know a lot of people feel like 2K11 is the greatest, and I'm not gonna argue with that. 2K11 is out cold. Okay, 2K11 is fire. All right, we not playing these games. That's when 2K really just like kind of, you know, kind of stuck it to him. You know what I'm saying? Like with 2K11, they kind of gave it to him. They're like, yeah, no, we here. You know what I'm saying? We here. Putting Jordan on the cover, having that mode and everything, they kind of just, that was one of those things where they just gave, that was like a final blow type stuff. You know what I mean? So, yeah, 2K11 is definitely, and if that's everybody's favorite, that is, it is what it is. And then you got the other one, NBA Street Volume 2. That's a lot of people's favorites. And I can understand that. It's arcade basketball. That game was definitely fire. Definitely fire. Okay, so I mean, there's so many. I can't argue anyone's favorite. You know what I'm saying? Because the ones that's recognized as the best, I mean, it's a real legitimate argument. You know what I'm saying? It's a legitimate argument. Oh, nice dunk, boy. It's a legitimate argument. 2K11 being number one, legitimate argument. NBA Street Volume 2, besides it not being sim, legitimate argument. Because if we talking sim, it can't be at the top if it's not sim. You know what I'm saying? If you know, if you're just talking about just playing the game of basketball, you know what I mean? Fine. You know what I mean? But due to the fact it's not being sim, it's kind of hard for me to put that up there as far as like the greatest basketball games of all time because arcade. Now, if you say the greatest arcade basketball games of all time, okay, I see where you're going with this. Then you know what I mean? You know, but then you know, is NBA Street Volume 2 better than Hang Time and things? You know, that's where you start talking about that. You know what I'm saying? So I think Street Volume 2 deserves its credit and praise, but you got to be specific when you talk about a game like Street Volume 2 versus, you know what I mean, other basketball titles because it's not sim. You know what I mean? So, you know, with this being sim, I feel like, you know, you can sit this at the table with the great NBA sim games. You can. You can sit this right there at the table. And you know, and I think this game has something to say. You know what I mean? So I do feel like this game is up there. You know, like I said, it's my opinion. You know, I'm quite sure there's people gonna be like, "Dog, you crazy? Why? How on earth is this? You know what I mean? Even touching 2K11?" And I get that. I get that. But this game to me, man, is fire. At minimum, it's a 9. At minimum, at minimum. I would want to give it over a 9, but at minimum, you know what I mean, due to the presentation, the graphics not being all that, you know what I'm saying? You know, I give it a 9, but you know, this game, man, this game is just, you know, it's amazing. You know what I'm saying? It's amazing. It's amazing. I may actually do a season in this. I actually may do a season with the Wizards though, because I like playing with Jordan in this game. You know what I'm saying? I love playing with Wizards Jordan and Kwame Brown in them. You know what I'm saying? That was a nice dunk, man. That was a nice dunk there by Stack. That was a nice dunk there by Stack. I gotta see that again. That was nice right there. He like, nah, let me show you a little something. He like, ah, you know what I mean? But yeah, man. I, and this game is not. You get this game for 99 cents easy. You know what I'm saying? Now, as far as like if you get it offline, you know you got to pay shipping. So you getting a game like this, you know what I'm saying, online, I recommend getting this with like a bulk load you with a bulk load of sports titles, you know what I mean? Because you're gonna end up paying like $5 for it due to shipping. Maybe even more because some companies, man, you paying $8.99 for shipping. So, you know, yeah, you get this for $1, you know what I'm saying? But I will get this game with other games and stuff so I don't gotta pay shipping. You know what I mean? But you know, if you go to your retro gaming store, things like that, I'm quite sure they have this. They always have this in here. I always see this game available. You know what I'm saying on PS2. Always. I have not been to one gaming store mom and pop shop or whatever the case is, and this game wasn't available. That's not, I've never not seen that. I've never not seen that. So, you know. Hold on one second. Hold on one second. Y'all, but yeah, this here, man, like, let me get that stat. Come on. Yeah. This, I mean, I definitely recommend trying this. If you, this is, oh my goodness, come on, y'all. That's Mashburn. No, Mashburn, the truth. We not, you know what I'm saying? Mashburn, that guy. We're not gonna play these games now. But yeah, this here, man, this right here is one of the ones, one of the best. 2K, you know, and you know, I still don't think they was outset on live at this point yet. You know what I'm saying? But this here, yeah, this was it right here. This was it right here. You know what I'm saying? This was it right here, straight up. So, like I said, it's just my opinion. Like I said, you know, everybody have a right to their own. That's crazy. Elvin Campbell, he was cold though. He was cold. But everybody got a right to their own opinion. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, if someone say, you know, you tripping, I mean, I'm not mad at that because I mean, you know, compared as far as gameplay wise and features compared to the other stuff, I understand how this sits next to those titles. But the year this dropped and everything, you know, you gotta, just like when people say Double Dribble is the greatest, right? That game came out way back, you know, so it's like it's not gonna have the advancements that the later ones have, but you know, I'm not gonna change how I feel about it. You know what I'm saying? I gotta make a three, man. I have to. Like Michael Curry, he can shoot that. Let's go. Oh man, that hurt. That hurt. That hurt. That hurt. That one hurt. Charlotte is giving me a headache. You know what I'm saying? They giving me a headache, man. They they giving me a straight up headache, dog. For real. Let's go Atkins. Let's go Atkins. No, it's over with. It's over with. They got it. Man, lost. Hornets been. I don't know what the deal is with these dudes, man. I mean, this Hornets team is alright though. You know what I mean? We're not gonna act like they're not alright. You know what I mean? Like this Hornets team is alright. Play a lot better. You know what I mean? But you know, come on, come on. Oh no, it's a wrap. It's a wrap. Why you even do that? Why? Why? Yeah, but like I said, this game a minimum a 9 out of a 10. A minimum. I want to give it more, but you know, got to be fair here. 9 out of a 10. This year was probably it was the best basketball game. Definitely a 01, 02. I definitely think it was. Inside Drive 02 was out. That game was good though. Live 02 was kind of stiff. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, that was a little stiff on the PS2. You know what I mean? And then you had this. And then you had ESPN NBA Tonight 02, you know what I mean, which, you know, wasn't messing with it. This was the best one, you know what I mean? So that's my opinion on it. I definitely recommend playing it if you haven't, you know what I'm saying? I definitely recommend. If you're a basketball fan, I feel like this should be in your collection, 100%, especially if you're a 2K fan. You know what I mean? This game is definitely one of the best 2Ks ever made, and I stand on that. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is. Make sure you like, subscribe, share the content. Really appreciate it from everybody. Peace.